So Chris, a very difficult afternoon out there against Stafford Rangers, but Whitby ultimately come away with the 3 points, and that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, I mean, that was the order of the day. We said that obviously people would have been expecting us to win today. We knew that Stafford would pose a threat, and there would be, of good, quality and calibre, and we needed to deal with that. Again, we've got conditions that were quite, pivotal in the game. A real headwind, a very wet pitch. We went with the wind in the first 45. We managed to get a couple of goals ahead. I thought we did, okay. I thought we probed and we asked a few questions. That man Blackett again back on the score sheet, which was good. Second half we knew we backs against the wall. I think we started really well. We game managed, particularly well in the open exchanges, and then towards the back end of the game, Stafford developed a little bit of momentum, and we had to try and deal with that, which in the end we did, albeit 8 minutes injury time. I'm not sure where that's come from, but again we had to weather a couple of dead balls into the box, in that time beyond 5 minutes that we were told about. But like you say, on the whole, we've got over the finish line, and like you say, over the moon with the 3 points.
You mentioned the conditions, of course. The game was very much in doubt when the officials turned up, and there was quite a lengthy inspection going on, but in the end it was played, and so it's one of those where once you do that, you have to sort of prepare accordingly for that.
Yeah, absolutely. The conditions are what they are, whether it's blowing, whether it's a pitch that's wet, they are what they are, and you've got to play the conditions, and I thought we did that well. But it did get to the point, where the game had 90 minutes on the field. It became a bit of a lottery, really. Lads were losing their feet, and there was missed time clearances, and it was just heart and mouth stuff, really, for what was, I would say, for 70 minutes, fairly controlled and comfortable.
And of course, Whitby did take the lead in the first half, and Matty Tam getting himself on the score sheet, and as much as you could argue the keeper perhaps lost his footing, it was a tidy finish from his first time.
Yeah, nice little bit of build-up. Matty's obviously got something away, it's on target, and whether the keeper's lost his footing or not, we've managed to find the back of the net, and that's got us off to a good start.
And of course the second as well, Paul Blackett winning the penalty and then converting it. It's, once again, you're just seeing the pace, the threat of the officer Whitby. Yeah,
I think the conditions played a big part in how the situation came about, and Paul's been fouled, he's then converted, and that's the vein of form that Paul's in at the moment. He's scoring goals at will.
And he must have been pleased at the other end of the pitch as well towards the end of the game, where Whitby very much hanging on in the end after Stafford got one back, but once again putting bodies on the line, and some great saves from Shane Bland as well.
Yeah, I was disappointed with the goal that we conceded. I thought it was a straight ball, down our throats. We should have maybe done better. Whether we get a high line, whether we, like you say, we're meeting the ball at its height. Like you say, I thought we could have done better. But again, as I say, the guys put the bodies on the line again, and defended from the front. With Matty and Paul putting the press on, and obviously from the back five point of view, really putting the bodies on the line.
And it's more positive today as well, welcoming Bradley Fewster and Dale Hobson back to the bench, and you're hoping that they can keep themselves fit and get back in amongst the action soon.
Yeah, Dale's come on towards the back end of the game. It's difficult to bring them type of players on today because they're sat in the cold, and on the back of being sat in the cold, they're coming onto a very, very heavy pitch. So Dale's was more force based on Matty having a bit of a strain in his hamstring, and I didn't really want to take a risk with Brad today. I think he'll be better served with a few more days recovery and more training, and like you say, good to go. If it's to be Tuesday, so be it. But looking at the pitch, I can't see that being the case. But then, like you say, it gives him until Saturday.
And of course, looking ahead, so it is supposed to be a game here on Tuesday night. Obviously, depending on how the pitch plays out over the next few days, but we've got another run in coming, and it's very much start of a bit of a hectic run towards the end of the season now.
Yeah, we expected this, given what we did in the FA Cup. Obviously that created this backlog of games. Like you say, we're expecting this, we're prepped for it, so hopefully, like you say, we can keep picking up points and keep pushing up the table.
And you're just hoping as well a lot of players can keep themselves fit as well over the next few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's difficult because, like you say, guys are playing lots of minutes and they're playing on soft, heavy pitches, you know, so muscle strains and the likes of, you know, can be, you know, injuries that you've got to deal with this time of the year. But hopefully, like you say, we've got a strong group. We can get past these injuries.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you.